Yo, hey everyone, Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are doing our AI-only championship series, continuing on with Group 5. Right now we got Teddy in first place, but there's a lot that's going to happen this episode. Number one, we got India trying to take over Sweden here. Sweden being extraordinarily weak from their consistent war here with Teddy. Teddy's rolling around with some strong units. Wait, oh, it's because it's in the water, that's why it's 35. But yet, despite that, I don't really think they're going to be able to make much of a difference. Then over here on the eastern continent, we got China taking over one of these city-states. We'll see whether or not that can happen, which then might actually start flipping some stuff. Now, I'm actually kind of surprised here that this U is not flipping. Actually, it is. It's totally about to flip. Yeah, it's going to totally flip to the Gauls this turn, which I was kind of wondering why it wasn't, because everything's there. And then, yeah, China's just been kind of well, they got one of their first cities destroyed by the Gauls, but since then, they've been kind of the beneficiary of everyone else losing cities here. Quara from Mongolia ended up flipping, but ended up flipping over to Mongolia, or sorry, Mali. Mali's actually looking pretty okay. They're in fourth place right now, and Guitars is up in second. What? Probably Wonder/Religion. Actually, hit the Religion tab. That is not the Religion tab. There you go. No, so it's not Religion then. Why is Guitarja in second then? Empire size is not going to be that big. Religion's not that great. Wonder score is okay. I guess it's just kind of a balance of everything. Her science is pretty good right now. So, I mean, that could be part of it. She also has a great engineer here. What do you do, my friend? We can't actually see. Filippo. I don't know which one you are. I don't know the great engineers by F-I-L, Brian. Filippo. Wonder construction. Okay, so she should be able to finish a wonder then. So that's gonna be another 15 points for her. Ashan did end up flipping. Right now it's full loyalty. And both Indonesia cities nearby are full loyalty as well. I imagine Jakarta is gonna flip though as soon as, well, if the Gauls had a golden age, I imagine Jakarta would flip, right? Yeah, you're barely holding on here. So if Gauls were in a golden age, that one would definitely flip. So it probably is a matter of time. Then city-state emergency against China. This might actually bring in a bunch of people here. So it definitely brought in Indonesia, which I'm not surprised by. What's the army score here? Guitars is a little stronger. Okay, who else are you at war with now? You're also at war with the Gauls and Mongolia. Mongolia's got a lot of troops here. And it looks like they're actually trying to siege down Zanzibar, as is Mali. Which is kind of ironic that Mongolia is like, yeah, how dare you freaking conquer a city-state? We're going to declare war while currently trying to take over a city-state. But whatever. Gauls, what are they at? They're at 379. They got a lot of troops, but they're pretty freaking weak at this point. And then Genghis is at 373. Genghis is just not looking so hot. Yeah, he's going to need to make some moves here. It's starting to get a little late in the game here. India is still alive. They're still managing. I mean, this is kind of where we're at in this game right now, is it's like everyone's just kind of managing, just like barely surviving. Teddy's going for Oxford, and he is starting to build some universities, so I think he might actually be pivoting over to a science victory. I know it probably said here, but like, to be honest, there's just too much gossip that pops up. I wish I really could just go and change what gossip pops up. We should just watch it this way. How terrible would that be? Apparently I can't, because every turn it'll flip over. So he's actually taking down the walls. Does he have enough combat strength to actually take over the city? Actually, maybe, because he's got a vampire here in backup. The Caroline just popped out, though. The Caroline's only at 55 combat strength. I'm kind of surprised that you removed the Caroline from the city. Maybe because you ended up conquering. But that lowered the garrison defense strength of it, and the Caroline did not die. Actually took quite a bit of damage there. Yeah, that Caroline almost single-handedly saved that city. Wow. All right, well, there you go. How we go over here? Indonesia's still there, but they're kind of spread out, and they actually seem pretty weak at this point. Gauls don't seem to be doing much in Mongolia. I mean, they moved their troops back into their territory, I think, to come get China, but probably not. I'm kind of feeling Mali right now. They're in third. I would be shocked if Indonesia? What? I almost said like Indochina or something like that, but I would be really shocked if Indonesia can hold them off, though. Like, they would have to do some conquering or something crazy at this point, just because Mali still has a lot of territory, potential territory. So they could get a huge empire bonus score. And there just really is like no islands for like Indonesia just to go settle or anything like that. Still kind of 50-50, but oof, Caroline core now. All right. Imagine if you can get vampire cores. How great would that be? What happened to Teddy's army? Teddy has no army. He has 2 vampires and a field cannon. Okay then, Ted. Okay. I mean, India is at like 2 vampires, 2 elephants, and 2 crossbows and a catapult. So it's not like they're doing a lot better. So I guess in the scheme of things, you know, it's kind of way up there. Dude, I want water cities, man. Every time I pass Bermuda Triangle. Like, cause like, how often do you end up with stuff like this where it's like you got tiles there that you're just never really gonna be able to utilize? And how freaking cool would it be just to put a city here and just be able to grab some of that? And then like do some like deep sea drilling and stuff like that. Like, I know there's oil, but like maybe be able to generate other resources from like deep sea like mining or scanning or something along those lines. I think that would be really cool. I also feel like there should be a way to like get iron or coal or basically any resource via like some sort of deep mining. So like, hey, guess what? You don't spawn with any uranium. Well, you can get some by, you know, digging underground. And so it would be like a project or something, and then you can actually get some or something along those lines. Because like, how often do you end up in a game where it's like, oh, I don't have any of the resource, so I can't build my unique unit. Cool. No, that's fine. That's fine. Are you going for Fez now? Yeah, actually, everyone's going for Fez. Zanzibar is exclusively Mongolia. Not apparently Mali, even though Mali's surrounding it. He does have the catapult, or the bombard. But, okay, he had the bombard, but then it got wrecked by the 2 cities. The combined city might. So really the only thing happening right now is this, and it looks like they actually pieced. Yep. So Teddy is still... I mean, Teddy's pushing, man. He's trying with everything, but it's not gonna happen. It is kind of funny looking at this though, because what, you got 3 cities now that have taken significant damage here in Sweden. So both Teddy and Sweden got Dark Ages, as did Mongolia, as did India, as did China, as did Mali, as did Gauls. So Indonesia and France are the only ones to get Golden Age. That's big for Indonesia, because things weren't looking good there potentially for her. France, what did you lose? Oh, France was the only one to get a Golden Age. Never mind. India got a Golden Age? No. What did India lose? Oh, Mysore. Okay. So all this should flip right back to who it had it before. So no big deal there. Mongolia, you're good. Wuhan is good with China. So Indonesia may not actually get anything from this then, which is a little unfortunate. The one thing that, you see, you'd kind of hope Ashan would be flipping right now if you were Indonesia. And you are going to flip to China? Yeah, most likely. So in the scheme of things, a very uneventful Dark Age for everyone. Yeah. Those are, I guess, I don't know, depending on your view. Personally, I think those are like the worst Dark Ages when it's like, oh, well, everything's just going to flip back to whoever had it. But if you hate the Dark Ages, then hey, it's good. It's good. It's good. So somehow you're flipping back to Gaul. It's just taking a while. Man, it's just taking a while. What can Indonesia do at this point? That's a good question. Honestly, actually, I was going to say flip Mongolia. There you go. That might be enough, because that's going to be pretty big right there. Now, the question is, when are you flipping? You're flipping 7 turns. You're flipping 8 turns. I actually think when this flips, Wuhan is not going to stay. I don't think China's going to be able to flip it. I don't know. We'll see. Even if it does flip to China, this should still... And actually, maybe it's better for Indonesia if that does go to China, because then they'll actually be able to grab Kashmir, where otherwise... there might be too many free cities nearby. I wanted to look at scores. Teddy's still rolling. Gitarja's in second. I mean, this is what she needed, but Mali is like right there. Now, Mali is not taking back Woolen, which is a little surprising, but I guess you're not really that big. But Jiadong's there, so... And actually, Quora over here is slipping as well. All right, okay, so Mali's in a bad spot then. They're losing 2 of their cities. Now, the thing is, this isn't going to impact their actual central territory. And they still have lots of territory to settle up there, but still. Losing 2 cities right now is, you know, not ideal. Not ideal. You have to say it. Over here in Teddyland and Swedenland and Indialand, that one, they just don't rhyme. They just don't flow as well as Teddyland. Everything hasn't happened yet, but you know, it's flipping back. It's flipping back. The funny thing is, it's like the wars get replaced with fighting free city troops. Now these Carolines are coming in, gonna do some damage potentially, but they're gonna threaten at least. They might do some pillaging. And then France here with the Golden Age, and unfortunately not getting anything from it. Where's she at? All the way at the bottom. Well, hey, at least you're beating Mongolia. If nothing else, France, you can end the day by saying, hey, we beat Mongolia. And I mean, honestly, if you don't watch the game, you're like, oh, that's pretty impressive. You beat Mongolia. Dang. You can even say that Mongolia was doing some aggressive warfare there at one point. Or something. I don't know. Okay, so Wuhan is still going to flip to China. And then you are going to flip. You're actually flipping to Mongolia? Interesting. Somehow I don't think that's true. It actually looks like Mongolia is going to be dead. Yeah, all right. So when is Wuhan flipping? 6 turns. You're flipping in 6 turns. I think this is going to flip before this. So let's see. Would this flip at the beginning of China's turn, right? So I guess it really comes down to, does China move before Mongolia? Because this should flip at the beginning of Mongolia. Essentially, what I'm getting at here is if this one flips, that's bad for like Indonesia here. And Wuhan might then not flip at that point. Because I mean, it's only at 3 now. Maybe. Kora still hasn't flipped. Jiadong is also flipping. Okay, and Hadan is flipping as well. We're starting to get some penalties here. Yep. Ashan is fully defended, though. And in fact, Indonesia is looking kind of sketch now. Yeah, and she's getting her unique unit. She's got her unique unit, actually. The Zhong. She's got a lot of them. Not really super useful, though. I have to say. Yeah, not really going to help much. So, yeah, this is big. I think if you're the entire world, you're hoping China grabs this. Or at least this entire continent. Otherwise, we might see a lot of eliminated civs. Over here, India. What does India have to do at this point? They probably need to declare on France. I think France is probably pretty far behind in tech. Everyone's pretty balanced, actually, all things considered. But that might be your only hope. I don't know. Because you got to beat both Sweden and Teddy. I mean, you're probably also hoping everything flips over here. Because then at that point, you only have to compete with, 3 other civs for 2 spots. Did anyone get a golden age on this side? Indonesia. So I suppose Indonesia is not going to have to worry about cities flipping this era. All right. Key. Okay, so that did flip. It is losing loyalty. In the scheme of things, that's fine. But this should, Indonesia should be able to grab this one now. Especially once these flip. Now the question is, when all of these flip, is this going to flip to Indonesia, or is there going to be full loyalty? That's actually interesting. Well, Mongolia is officially going to be eliminated here. Well, that's unfortunate. So we can go ahead and copy and paste them at the bottom then. So there you go. Mongolia, one of the favorites, getting eliminated. If you're saying, well, they only lost because of the Dark Ages, well, you'd be wrong, because you could probably argue because of their map. But honestly, they just got their butt kicked early game from Indonesia, and they just never were able to recover from it, which, hey, happens. Happens. A lot of times we see the opposite happen, where the AI declares an early war, fails at the early war, and then never recovers from it. But, this is also another punishing thing that can happen. We got the Rough Rider cores. Teddy's got some strength. Those vamps are going to be pretty okay. 35 strength, no. Where's an actual other vamp? There you go. 77. Is that the same? Yep, there you go. Rough Rider cores aren't quite, aren't quite on the level here with the Imperials here. Well, okay, I guess technically they are. I guess the Rough Rider is 67 compared to 65. But you also got to add in that plus 10 combat strength on the continent. So technically there's 75 base strength. So, So you're flipping in 6. You're flipping in 7. You're flipping in 3. And you're flipping in 2. Here's the problem. You're going to flip before this, but both of these are going to flip, which might slow this one down. And will speed this one up. So chances are all of this is going to flip before Keshar flips over to Indonesia. The bigger issue... Like, I don't think Indonesia is actually ever going to be able to take this. Nah, I'm starting to believe that they're not going to. They'll be okay as long as they keep a golden age. But if they ever get a dark age, they might be in a bad spot. Also, Ulaanbaatar down here might also flip too when all this is neutralized. We'll see. Special session, where are we at, by the way? 15 minutes. Okay. Hippolyta, yeah. Somehow we ended up over here in America. I thought we were like right here. Somehow we popped over there. So both of these did flip from Mali. Okay. Gauls are in a pretty okay spot here. They got a lot, like they got basically a line of pressure, which is kind of the ideal way of fighting against the AI or against these city flips. Yeah, see, Keshkar is now full loyalty. Dang. Dang it. And yeah, Ulaanbaatar's flipping. Is that going to flip Jambi? Probably not. Probably not. So is this punishing Indonesia this dark age? I mean, not exactly. Not exactly. And the other thing you got to keep in mind here is the AI could have done something about this. You know, had they not wasted all their troops here, they could potentially have come and declared war. They might actually be in a worse spot here if these two flip. Then all of a sudden some of these guys may start flipping. I mean, if Indonesia gets a dark age, it's over for them though. So we are going to say that. And this whole continent is really under threat right now. So right now it's looking like Teddy and actually I'm going to say, woo, Chandragupta passed Sweden. But those are the two that I'm kind of thinking initially. I wonder why Sweden slowed down. Yeah, that's a good point. Good question. You are building the potato palace. Is that the potato palace here? Yes. Okay, so Teddy's going to beat you on that one. And you're also building River Valley. Science, we're fairly equal. Teddy's got a slight advantage. The thing is, there are... Oh, I forgot to switch the turn timer. Dang it. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Are we going to be able to see a science victory? Maybe. Maybe. I think, I mean, we've seen it. No, last time was score, wasn't it? Okay, well, 4 out of the 5 times we've seen score. Or 3 out of the 4 times? This is group 5. We've seen the science victory before the score, so I assume that's what's going to happen. Hey, Indonesia, you probably... The other thing to keep in mind, and I know the AI's bad at it, but they could stop their cities from flipping. They have the policies. They couldn't make it work. Wrong button. Like, is she running any loyalty policies right now? No. No. So, kind of your fault, and I understand, you know, AI not programmed, but still kind of your fault. So, I only kind of feel bad for you. So what are we waiting on now at this point? We are basically trying to see if Indonesia... Well, I think at this point, the big key is going to be this next era. A, is Indonesia going to get a golden age? If Indonesia gets a dark age, it's over. It's over for them. They're basically going to be out of it. At that point, then we're probably talking Mali, Gauls, and then Western Coast. And quite frankly, probably not France. Probably not. Because here's the thing. If India flips again, they're just going to lose Mysore. And like that's the best thing that can happen because that one's just going to immediately flip back. So that's the problem. If like Calcutta flipped, now all of a sudden you're talking France might have a chance. But, oh, interesting. Indonesia's actually burning you down. What would be bigger about that is actually maybe going over here for Koteta or whatever. But whatever. Then Ulaanbaatar flips. Indonesia's still full loyalty in all our other cities. Keep in mind, this is actually her home. That was not her city. That was Mongolia. So at this point, she's not technically lost anything. How's she doing? She's still in second, too. But as we said before, long term, how can she hold it? How long can she hold this? Now, does a golden age help her? No, because she had the golden age already. And I don't think like a Shan flipping really helps at this point. Maybe she needs China to have a golden era to get rid of some of these free cities so that maybe it's possible to come take some. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I think she's just going to have to actually go to war and take over a free city, which we've yet to see the AI be able to do. But then again, I mean, we got a lot of Zhongs here. They might be able to do enough damage here if they actually attack, or they're just going to sit here and be neutral. But, I mean, it's really moot if you don't get a Dark Age. Also, holy crap, you just got fleets in all of these guys. Was that a Great Admiral ability? Turn all of your units into fleets? I have no idea. But I mean, that's what's 78 combat strength here against this. This would do decent damage to the walls, but you're not attacking. Why not? Ah! AI! Synagogue. I thought that was a wonder. I was like, oh my god, the free city is building a wonder. That would be just the greatest. I want to see a free city win a wonder. Oh, that's actually also interesting. She came and settled up here. So if she gets a Dark Age, this will be the city that flips. The problem is going to be the lack of loyalty pressure in her own town. She needs the Golden Age loyalty pressure tremendously, or she's in a bad spot. I'm trying to think, is there like a great person that it's like, immediately flip a free city to you? That would actually be really helpful. Mm-hmm. Do they need to tone down the dramatic age mode? Yeah, probably slightly. I think they need to tone down the loyalty pressure by just like a little bit. Like if it's like 1.5, I don't know what the percentage is, but like, let's say it's like 1.5. I think they should tone it down to like 1.3 or something like that. Like just a little bit of a minor one. Cause I think like, in my opinion, Indonesia should be able to flip Kashmir. Even at this, like she has a golden age. To me, it makes no sense that this stays free city. You know, realistically, I don't know. I don't know. And I understand maybe that's kind of the point of the mode, but I still think it should be just slightly less punishing. All right, Indonesia's actually doing some work on the walls. Okay. Yatarja got a goodie hut and got a free worker. That's a very late goodie hut. Where? It's a very good question. Where would you have found it? Maybe the builder grabbed it? Dude, look at all these Zhongs, man. God, she could... Ah! So frustrating. China going for the Cristo Redentor. It looks like China ended up losing some more stuff, though. China got a Dark Age, didn't they? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Indonesia got the Dark Age, too. All right. Sorry, Indonesia. It's been nice knowing you. And actually, no. No, zombie flipped. Ugh. Oh, that's so terrible. All right, well, there goes Indonesia. Dang, she was so close. She was doing so well. Who got the Golden Ages? Teddy, Chandragupta, Gaul, Mali. That's actually huge. Mali in particular, and Gauls in particular. So essentially, we got 2 versus 2 right now. Sweden ended up losing Karlstad, but it says it's flipping. I'm actually surprised by that. Yeah, it's just anytime a city flips near India, your first thought is it's going to go to India because it's India. They get freaking stupid sized cities. But I suppose Mysore constantly flipping kind of hindered you from flipping, number one. Still a little surprised by that, though. It's only a 65 garrison defense strength. It is takeable. I can't click on these guys because we're in the freaking thing, which is really annoying. Indonesia's gone, though. China's going to be gone. But with the Golden Age here and the Golden Age here, they might be able to flip some stuff. Hadan is flipping. I'm wondering if they're going to be able to get over here. So they need Hadan to flip before Tadamika flips, which is going to happen. Which means then this one should flip to one of these two. And then eventually you should flip over there, I think. Jakarta is going to go over to you, most likely. Let's see, you're flipping in 2 turns. Ishan, I don't think will flip. But yeah. Because right now the score is really going to come down between Teddy, Gaul, Mali, and Chandragupta. I think Chandragupta is probably least likely to win this. I think Mali is in the best spot, even though technically Gaul is in second right now. Once you get rid of Indonesia. Just because I can see more things flipping to Mali, and there's just so much more space up here for Mali. But, okay, well, here's the question. Let's compare them. There's only a 1-point difference. Right now, Gaul has a slightly larger empire score. Slightly. Civic lead, 3 points. A lot less great people. He does have the religion, though. That's why. It's the religion. Dude, I'm telling you. Man, that religion always comes big. But still, I think Mali can still throw down a couple more towns. I'm actually impressed with Mali. They normally just get crapped on, so they did good. They did good. Gauls? I mean, they looked powerful early game. They went and destroyed China. In a slightly different map, I don't know, maybe we could have seen a better performance from them. But I don't know. I don't know. We're not really seeing any of the AI just going and conquering everything in this, with this patch. I don't know if it's, I doubt it's because of dramatic age mode. It just seems like it's just a lot harder. Maybe it's the tech shuffle mode. Maybe that's what's happening here. Walls are just able to come up earlier, or it's harder for people just to get their units out, or what? Teddy's actually at war now with India. But what's happening is, like, because what we've seen in the past is we've seen civs just go and conquer entire other civs, and we've not seen anything close to that. Like, we've not even seen anything more than like 1 or 2 cities. And then Dark Age, sometimes it flips. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, obviously with the dramatic ages mode, maybe they're just not trying to conquer as many cities because the more cities you have, the harder it is to get golden ages. I don't know. I don't know. I also hate that, by the way, with the dramatic ages mode. I think that should be changed tremendously. Like, the penalty you get for having cities, like, needs to be toned down. Because, like, if you do any conquering, you basically have to keep conquering. And then, like, at a certain point, you just run out of things to conquer, and you're just like, oh, crap. I'm about to lose 20 cities. Yeah, it gets to be a little ridiculous there. So Indonesia is down now to just a couple cities. The irony is she still has enough of a fleet to just literally take it all back. She just doesn't have any melee troops. Oh, the dying Indonesia fleet. You know, you should just become like nomads living off the sea. Make this like Waterworld, or I was thinking like the Corn from Mass Effect? Corn, right? Am I thinking of that right? Ambroge flips. Yeah, because you got a Dark Age, but yeah, you're just flipping right back. Once again, just kind of boring Dark Ages over on this continent. They got the good Dark Ages. Honestly, Mongolia dying is what really kind of set everything in motion over here. Now, you could say everyone's getting punished because of that. I mean, to an extent. Indonesia, like, I mean, they were in a bad spot. They lost this because of their positioning. If Indonesia and Gaul would have been flipped, you know, Indonesia would still be perfectly fine. But they really could have and should have done some conquering, and that would have put them in a significantly better position. Like, just keep in mind, if they just would have taken one of these towns, that would have been what flipped, and then they wouldn't have all this other issue. So, you know, I don't really think it was just because Mongolia got its butt kicked, but, you know. And also, you do have 2 civs here that are just absolutely fine on the same continent, but. So, Hadan ended up flipping, which means you're going to end up going over to Gauls? No, China? China? Well, you're not going to go to China. I promise you that. I promise you that. You will not end up China. All right, so Indonesia, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So Indonesia now is second to last. Dude, that's sad. Poor Indonesia. She tried. She did good, though. She did good. And, hey, guess what? She's not completely eliminated. She will have an opportunity in the second chance mode, and there won't be dramatic ages mode for people complaining about it. Also, why am I defending this? It's RNG. It happens. This game is a game of RNG. There's no perfectly balanced game. It's impossible. As much as I try to make these games as balanced as possible, it just never happens. Never, ever can happen. So Teddy's popping out spaceports. Teddy's just rolling, I would assume, at this point. Yeah. Did he get a Dark Age? No, he got Golden Age. Even at this point, a Dark Age doesn't really screw Teddy up. Nah. Because, like, let's say everyone on this continent got a Dark Age. He's still not in problem. It's because we've seen it. Los Angeles flipped, Karlstad, Mysore, and then Ambroge. Like, there wouldn't be that big of an issue. The only thing that could possibly go terribly bad for him would be as if things start conquering and then like he loses it and then cities flip and then all of a sudden like a bunch of cities start flipping. But even then, like he's got a pretty okay wall here. Like this is what you kind of want. You want cities close to each other on the border with then a wall of bigger cities in the back, which New York's kind of tiny and crap for some reason. Actually kind of surprised. I wonder if this just keeps blowing up. Because, I mean, you even got an aqueduct here, so the housing should be fine. But Washington's size 26, which is just psychotic. Can we see production? Actually, that brings up a really good point. You think we can use any of this? I'm assuming probably not. But if I went here, and now I'm Teddy. Dang it. It would be really, really, really cool to see how much production Washington's popping out right now. No, 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 stop. And I don't think there is any way to do just Washington. The other thing is oh yeah, actually, no, there you go, 126. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty freaking good, 126. It's not as good as I expected with the city freaking size 26. I mean, I guess there are a lot of farms there, and I guess to have a size 26 city, you need a lot of farms, so that's gonna obviously hurt your production. So, okay, sure, that makes sense, what is happening over here? China has now been officially eliminated as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, so China then gets third to last. And I would have to say 3 of my favorite civs there all gone. Right away, man. Right away. Is Takademia? Yeah, you are flipping over. 10 turns. 19 turns there, so you're good. Anything over here flipping? No, actually Gauls are losing something. But that shouldn't happen. If they lose this, this is their own fault. And I guarantee you they don't have any loyalty things. That's the other thing to keep in mind is the AI could really honestly keep themselves a little bit more alive. Or at least alive a lot longer. And so they wouldn't get quite as punished. So, hey, if you flip, this is your own stupid fault. Would he be able to flip Guangzhou? Now, actually with Temeka flipping over here, there is a chance that this could flip. Are the free cities fighting the free cities? Oh no, I see your units there. Okay. I was like, wait a second. Maybe. It's not likely. You're actually gonna be even better off when this flips. Because that's gonna be at least a little bit of this pressure gone. But like, he's even having a happiness level issue. So he just doesn't have enough amenities right now. So, I mean, there's a lot of issues. What's their score looking like right now? Also, barbarian encampments sitting right there. I feel like barbarian encampments nearby should actually lower your happiness, right? I feel like it should. But anyways, that would have to be a Civ 7 thing. So Teddy's in first, Gauls are in second. Mali's still just right there though. And Chandra Group still has some work to do. It really came down to just losing the early Calcutta, because if he wouldn't have lost Calcutta earlier, I think he might have been able to use his early aggression to actually conquer something from France. Instead, he's had to spend the entire time like defending it, and the war has basically been here versus like there. And I mean, that makes a pretty big difference. What were we looking here? I don't know why I was looking at the religious tab, but oh, this is in the same continent. That's what I was looking at. So you're fighting at 85 combat strength. Without any way to really bring down the walls, though, not going to be particularly feasible. And you also got this right there, which is just going to be nasty. So, even though France is looking okay, I don't see him being able to do much. And by him, her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay. It looks like we lost another one. Tech-wise. Dude, Gauls are actually in first place on tech. Interesting. Yeah, and both Teddy and Mali have shot off a rocket. So the Gauls have not shot off a rocket yet, even though they're making the most science. They're still losing bagmen. We shall call it bagmen from now on, okay? I said it again earlier, didn't I? He is shooting off his first rocket, though. Mali. Dude, anti-air. That is a name I have not heard in a long time. Seriously, like, when was the last time you saw anti-air in this game? I've literally never seen it. And it's 237. That's kind of crazy. I'm not going to say I've literally never seen it, but every time I have ever bombed, I have never had to worry about anti-air. I'm trying to think in any of my games, have I ever even had to worry about anti-air? Well, yeah, that's what I was just saying. But, sorry. Have I ever had to worry about enemy bombers, and I don't think that's the case either. We got to wrap this episode up. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. As always, hit the subscribe button, the game comment, share your support. We're down to, you know, I would say the final 4. I don't think Christina or Catherine have a chance. It's really interesting because Christina was doing so well there for so long, and I'm not entirely sure what happened. I mean, constant dark ages aren't going to help. And it doesn't look like she has a lot of production, but I guess maybe just the lack of wonders. Yeah, I really don't know. I mean, everyone seems to have a lot of wonders here, except Molly, but he's got other things going for him, like empire size. I don't know. But yeah, like it, drop a like, comment, drop your comments, and see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.